In this video, I'm going to show you the 3-cone drill that you can use in your next practice to get your kids working on improving their change of direction. This drill is known as the 3-cone drill, or the Pro L. It's an NFL combine drill. It's a good drill with several short changes of direction. When run correctly, kids will learn how to stop and start quickly, teaching them the skill of stopping and then accelerating. To set up the drill, the cones are placed 5 yards apart at 90 degrees. Here's a player setting up the drill, just taking 5 steps. With younger kids, you'll probably want to have them take 6 or 7 steps. Here we are running the drill to the left. After a few reps, we may switch to the other side and run it to the right as well. Here you'll see the player run to the first cone, touch the ground, then run back to the starting cone, touching the ground again. Then turning to run around the first cone, loop around the last cone in a figure 8 manner, come back to the first cone, cutting hard, finishing past the starting cone. When first running this drill with younger kids, I recommend just running around the outside, doing the figure 8 around the last cone, and then coming back to the start. Once the kids know how to run the drill, I'll set up a little competition. To do this, I'll set up 2 mirrored instances. Make sure to space far enough apart. The first time I did this drill, I had 2 kids collide as they rounded the corner a little wider than I thought they would. To keep practice moving, I like to run a few players at the same time, putting them in groups of 2 or 3. If you do set up multiple groups, I suggest doing this while they're on a water break or setting up before practice or while the team is doing their pass and catch warm-ups. With many drills in general field setup during practices, I'd recommend a set of at least 20 cones. In the description below, there's a link to a 50-cone set that's usually under $20. In 5 minutes, with groups of 3, you could get everyone through the drill 4 or 5 times, stopping occasionally for some coaching as needed. You can use this drill as a basis to set up additional drills. One variation I like to do is setting up a 20-yard sprint at the end. Instead of looping around to the start, they'll sprint 20 yards to the finish line. You can also set this up to be a competitive game as well. This drill's good for all positions. For your overall defense, players will need to adjust to offense changing directions. Rushers will need to change direction when a quarterback evades the initial rush. For offense, ball carriers will need to learn to stop and start quickly. For training an offensive habit, I really like modifying with the 20-yard sprint at the end, as this simulates juking the initial couple defenders then sprinting to the end zone. If you found value in this video, please consider giving it a like and becoming a subscriber. Links to the cones I use are in the description below. For another change of direction drill, check out the 45s with tennis balls. Also check out the sweep, which is a flag pulling drill.